having a good time. He's partying, got bottles. Right? And start the fight is not doing as well. Only just 3 niggas is the picture. You got rich niggas, you got tough niggas, and they easily become collateral damage.
50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy your masters.
The slippery soap. You know, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, yo, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash a car.
My brother, Ricky Rose. Ricky Rose, you a hustler, motherfucker, man. Woo! I know you for a long time for helping me with Ciroc, to just, like, watching your whole get down. You a hustler, motherfucker.
It looks like Rick Ross just made the biggest mistake of his career by threatening to buy 50's masters and allegedly trying to leak a fake tape of 50 at Diddy's Freak Off. Well, 50 Cent is about to make sure Ross regrets this forever. Ross allegedly tried to spark a vicious rumor campaign involving a fake party tape that supposedly links 50 to Diddy. But here's the thing, the tape is reportedly AI doctored, and 50 knows it. So now, 50 is going into full revenge mode, and word is he's pulling out everything. But 50 is not just clapping back. Sources close to 50 claim he's planning to go nuclear with receipts. We're hearing that Rick Ross has a very special segment in 50's upcoming Diddy documentary. That documentary is rumored to include never-before-seen footage, shocking testimonials, and a real tape that shows what certain rappers, including Ross, had to do to stay close to the power players. And if even half of what's being said is true, Rick Ross might be in for the biggest public takedown of his career. But 50's just getting started, so let's break it all down.
Rick Ross watching this, let me tell you something. Stop hiring drivers. Drivers always tell on you. I know what happened at LAX with that boy.
So, things between 50 Cent and Rick Ross are getting wild again. And word on the street is that Ross was allegedly trying to leak a fake video that supposedly shows 50 in a compromising situation with other dudes at some industry party. Supposedly, it was all part of Ross' revenge plan because of all the beef they've had over the years. Especially after that whole Big Meech and BMF drama back in March, Ross was already throwing shade at 50. And he went on social media clowning 50 about his rumored money problems and even threatened to buy 50's masters.
You struggling making that G-Unit film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at. You thought you was going to be able to do it. You thought you was going to be able to get them loans, and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long? I know you want to make your mama one of them walking stars thing. Put down there how your mama live. Make her own walking star. Don't leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that, because you showed the picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings, then you try to go get them loans, and ain't nobody loan you that money. You ain't even built the G-Unit studio yet. That might be why when I stood next to Meech, your knees buckled. Your knees buckled. Put your back against the wall. Po nigga. You're po hustler. 50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy your masters.
It looks like Ross thought he could out 50-50 and decided to take it to the next level with his fake tape idea. But get this. 50 allegedly found out before anything could drop and stopped it in its tracks. Now he's apparently going full revenge mode. Sources are saying 50's got a real tape that allegedly shows Ross in a very different kind of situation. And it reportedly ties back to his long-running friendship with Diddy. And here's where it gets even messier. Insiders close to 50 are hinting that Ross is going to have a very special spot in 50's upcoming Diddy expose docuseries. If there's an actual tape, and if Ross is really in it, this could get real ugly real fast. But let's talk about those rumors about Ross and Diddy's close connection, because we've been hearing about these two for a minute now. When the recent allegations against Diddy started getting attention, 50 Cent jumped in and posted a shady Instagram video linking Ross to the drama. The video showed ex-Bad Boy artist Mark Curry claiming Diddy used to spike champagne and give out pills to women. 50 then added a clip of Ross' controversial verse where he raps about putting something in a woman's drink. And then 50 posted again, this time sharing a screenshot of Rick Ross lyrics with a caption that said, "What the F?" At some point you've got to just do the right thing. And just when things couldn't get any worse for Ross, people online started speculating that he used to take part in Diddy's freak-offs. That's when an old video popped back up, showing Ross and Diddy washing cars together and laughing about it.
Slippery soap. You know, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, yo, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash the car.
But then things took an even crazier turn. A video came out showing a man named Jonathan Audi, a convict, talking during a police interrogation, where he claimed he was part of those freak-offs with Diddy and other rappers, including Rick Ross. And that wasn't all. Audi also accused Diddy of being part of a secret group called the Bull, which he said is like the black version of the Illuminati. He even claimed Diddy treated him like an ex-slave before paying him off to keep quiet, along with a bunch of other wild stories. For some background, Audi was actually being questioned about the Trump Doral shooting that happened in May 2018, so this had nothing to do with music drama at first. But things got weirder when the Daily Mail reported that, before the shooting, Jonathan Audi had worked as an exotic dancer and adult film actor for a site called Dancing Bear, which makes videos of women doing explicit things with guys in giant bear costumes. Now, you might remember that in her lawsuit, Cassie said Diddy forced her into those freak-offs with male staff and made everyone wear some kind of mask. Back to that video of Jonathan Audi's police interrogation. Some of what Jonathan said sounds pretty out there, but people are starting to connect the dots, especially since he made all these claims about Diddy 5 years before Cassie's lawsuit even came out. Here are the main things Jonathan mentioned that link back to Diddy. First, he said Diddy sent Ross, as in Rick Ross, to shut him up. He also claimed Diddy, Ross, and DJ Khaled are all secretly gay.
And Ross, which they're good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But Jonathan didn't stop at that. He took it even further, saying those freak-offs are really secret rituals and claimed the Illuminati uses them for mind control and even real sacrifices. He also mentioned Bohemian Grove, the secretive retreat spot where powerful men supposedly take part in dark, secret rituals and other creepy stuff behind closed doors.
Do satanic ritual, which is basically CIA mind programming techniques to their own family, kids, etc. They're in the group, and they bond that way, okay? So they do animal of animals, blood sacrifices, and everything in the Bohemian Grove, okay?
Right.
The Bohemian Grove, the bushes go.
When asked how he knew all this, Jonathan said Diddy told him directly. He also claimed Diddy is part of a group called the Bull, which he described as the Black Illuminati. According to Jonathan, Diddy has ties to powerful political figures through his lawyers.
How do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts.
Jonathan also said that before and after the freak-off sessions, he overheard many of Diddy's talks with his business partners. He stuck to his story about Diddy treating him like a slave and even accused Diddy of giving him an STD, claiming they settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
He would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all. Alright?
Now, it's pretty wild that Jonathan made all these claims years before Cassie filed her lawsuit, and a lot of what he said matches her accusations. What's even stranger is that there's no info on what happened to Jonathan after he was charged in the 2018 incident. The 2018 articles confirm he was charged, but it's unclear if he was sentenced or where he is now. As for Ross, he's been running his mouth a lot lately. about everything from 50 Cent to the Drake and Kendrick drama. But when it comes to his friend Diddy and the messy allegations around him, Ross has been completely silent. Meanwhile, more industry insiders are talking about Ross allegedly swinging the other way. Recently, an old interview with comedian Corey Holcomb has gone viral again, where Corey claimed Ross hooked up with his male driver.
Around all heterosexuals. Don't nobody say that. Nigga, we know what it is. Y'all motherfuckers mad at me. Let me tell you something. If Rick Ross watching this, let me tell you something. Stop hiring drivers. Drivers always tell on you. I know what happened at LAX with that boy.
Oh. And
But just when you thought things couldn't get any wilder, Rick Ross's ex, Tia Kemp, stepped in and accused him of being involved in one of those Diddy freak-off tapes. "Don't be scared now," Tia said. "No, Diddy, you scared now, huh? I know you're on them tapes, freaky B. I know you is. 10 children having MFR ain't going to let off you. Why you quiet? Nobody wants to see your Louis Vuitton outfits and sneakers, B. Nobody wants to see the jets no more. You running out of time now. Go over there and give Diddy a hug, go ride the bike with him, you fat B." But once again, Ross stayed completely silent on these allegations. It's like every time someone brings up his connection to Diddy, Ross is scared to touch that topic. However, he shouldn't have poked the bear that is 50 Cent. Because if these online reports are true, 50 is about to get ultimate revenge on Ross for everything that went down between them over the years. For context, 50 and Ross have been beefing since way back in 2008. It all started at the BET Awards when Ross claimed he didn't like how 50 looked at him. Funny thing is, 50 later said he didn't even know Ross was at the show. But the drama really kicked off when Ross dropped his song Mafia Music and threw some serious shade. He made a slick comment about the fire at the house where 50's baby mama, Shani Tompkins, was staying, basically hinting that 50 had something to do with it, which obviously pissed him off. So in true 50 fashion, he fired back with a diss track called Officer Ricky, Go Ahead Try Me. In case you're wondering why he called him that, it's because a photo had come out around that time showing Ross working as a corrections officer. Ever since then, 50 has been clowning him for that non-stop. To make things even messier, Ross originally tried to deny that the correctional officer photo was real. But after 50 dropped the Officer Ricky diss, Ross couldn't really dodge it anymore and had to come clean. Even after admitting it, Ross didn't back down. He said, "Being a CEO didn't hurt my street cred or take away from who I am as a rapper. The stuff I talk about is real." Ross said, "The dope is real, the gun talk is official, that's what I witnessed, it's a reality." But that diss must have really gotten to Ross because he later called into Angela Yee's show just to trash the track. And of course, 50 didn't let that slide. He clapped back, not with another song, but with a video called Warning Shot, where he basically said he was about to ruin Ross' whole life just for laughs.
Deciding to f your life up. Rick, bro, I'ma f your life up. For fun.
And 50 wasn't kidding about the fun part. He started dropping those wild Officer Ricky cartoons on his website every Saturday like it was a full-on series.
Is your shoe deal because of me?
Yes.
It's because you're a cop, Rick. Nobody likes the cops, Rick. It's not my fault.
Boss.
But 50 didn't stop there. He also tracked down Ross's baby mama, Tia Kemp, got her to spill all the tea about Ross's past as a CEO, and then took her on a shopping spree just to be extra petty.
While he was working in law enforcement.
He was a correction officer.
So we're clear he was a correctional officer.
Yes, he was.
Now Ross didn't just sit back either. He came for 50's family, dragging his son Mahrez into the mess by posting a photoshopped pic of Mahrez's face on a monkey's body. After this, 50 took things to a whole other level. He somehow got a hold of a private tape Ross's other baby mama, Lastonia Leon, made with her ex, and before leaking it, he even dubbed over the guy's voice with his own. But that stunt blew up in 50's face because in 2015, a judge ordered 50 to pay Lastonia $5 million for leaking the tape, plus another $2 million in damages. However, even after all that, Ross wasn't done. He kept dropping diss tracks and kept the feud going strong. Meanwhile, 50 took the disrespect to a whole new level. After Ross had 2 seizures back in October 2011, 50 said he wasn't exactly wishing death on Ross, but he also wasn't about to send any prayers his way. At that point, the beef had gotten so crazy that even some industry people tried to step in and cool things down. But let's be honest, this feud isn't going anywhere. In fact, 50 recently made it clear he will never have respect for someone who went from being a cop to acting like a gangster rapper.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
Oh, no, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. You know, I understand from a perspective of someone who's just listening to what it sounds like.
Hey, I mean, he's a great rapper.
But does it matter that he's a correctional officer? Does that ever matter? Does it matter? Even when artists, look at the artists, look at the irony of the artists that come under him.
So Meek.
Right.
Wale.
Prison reform. Mm-hmm. And all of the wrongfully convicted and wrongfully treated people in the prison system.
But let's hear your thoughts on that whole fake tape drama. Do you think Ross messed up trying to out Petty 50, thinking he could play the same game? And what about this rumored real tape with Ross and Diddy? If 50 really drops the truth on Ross, could this be the end of the boss and his career? Drop your thoughts below and stay tuned for what's next.